Welcome, amazing one, and let's solve this beautiful geometry puzzle together. We are given a right triangle PQR. Each right angles at Q. Length PQ measures 6 units. Length QR measures 8 units. And inscribed is a square ABCD. And the question is asking us to find the area of this square. Is it something you can do? Don't worry, I will take you through it step by step. It's just so easy. Now, remember, for us to find the area of a square, one thing about square is that all the sides are equal. So if we can label length CD X, it means that length BD will be X, AB is X, and then AC will be X. And in that case, it also means that the area will be X squared. That's the area of the square. Just to multiply these two sides and it gives you X squared. But the question is, how do we find this X? Let me show you how to do that easily. Now, remember, in this diagram, we are told that the triangle PQR right angles at Q. And you know also that for a square, it always right angles at the vertex. At this point, it right angles. It also right angles here, right angles here, and also here. And if this is true, it means that, remember, length PR is a straight line. And it means that the remaining angle here should also be 90 degrees. And this one should also be 90 degrees to make it up to angles on a straight line. What should we do next? Look closely. You will see we have sub-triangles that are inside this triangle PQR. And these are different triangles. And when you start working with this type of problem, just think of similarity property. But let's see which of the triangles are similar. Let's consider triangle PQR. So we consider triangle PQR. And then triangle B, we are considering this BDR, triangle BDR. Now remember that this one right angles at Q, and for BDR, it also right angles at D. It means that these two angles are equal. And also PQR, this angle at R, is the same with BDR. BDR, it means that the angles are the same. These two angles are equal. If these two are equal, it means that the remaining should be equal. So it means that the angle at P should be equal with angle at B. These two angles should be equal. And what does it mean? It has reminded you of your similarity property. And if that is true, you know that for similar triangles, their corresponding sides are proportional. It means that, just follow it, PQ, so it means length PQ divided by length BD should be equal to length QR divided by length BDR. Looking at the diagram, PQ is this whole length, which is 6 units. So we have 6 divided by BD is this length, which is X, is equal to QR. QR is this whole length, which is 8, divided by DR, which is this length. So what should we do? We simplify, cross multiply. We want to find this DR. So it means that 6DR should be equal to X times 8 will give us 8X. To get this DR, divide by 6. And that gives us length DR will give us, divide this, 2 here is 3, 2 here will give us 4. So we are going to now have length DR is equal to 4x divided by 3. So go to the diagram. Length DR is giving us 4x plus 3. You can adjust this part. So this whole length is 4x divided by 3. Now what should we do next? Is it possible for us to find this length PC? Let's go back to the diagram. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always choosing to learn tutorials. If you love what to do, why not subscribe for the more you get? Make sure notification bell is on because you get updates from us every day. Don't forget to also like and share. Thank you. Let's keep doing this to have. Let's consider this triangle the big triangle. So we are going to consider the big triangle and this small one, this one. So we have triangle RQP and then triangle ACP. Now remember that each right angles at Q and this ACP also right angles at C. So it means that these two angles are equal. Also, for RQP, you see that the angle at P is the same with ACP. They are equal. So these two angles are equal. It means the remaining angle at R must also be equal with angle at A. So this angle at R must be equal with this one at A. And it means that these two triangles are similar. It also means that the corresponding sides are proportional. So if go by that, we have length RQ divided by AC should be equal to QP divided by CP. So let's substitute. We are going to have RQ, this is RQ, which is 8, divided AC, our AC is this length, which is labeled X. QP is this length, which is 6, divided by CP, which is what we are looking for. Quickly cross multiply. So we are going to have multiply. Our target is to get CP. So this times this will give us 8CP is equal to 6X. To get this, divide both sides by 8. This will divide. So we have CP is equal to 2 here is 3, 2 here is 4. And that gives us 3X over 4. So it means that length CP is given as 3X divided by 4. And looking at this, you see we have been able to get the whole length of PR. And we know the whole length of PQ and the whole length of QR. Quickly remember to use your Pythagorean's theorem. Let me show you how to do that quickly. We bring out the triangle. So this is what we have. Here is Q, here is P, and here is R. This length with right angles here. This length is 8, this one is 6. To find length PR, remember that the side that is opposite to the right angle is the longest. Applying Pythagorean's theorem, PR squared should be equal to the square of these two legs summed. So we have 6 squared plus 8 squared. Keep solving, we have PR squared. 6 squared will give us 36. 8 squared will give us 64. If we keep solving, we have PR. So let's take it up. So we are going to now have PR squared is equal to, add this, it gives you 100. To get PR, you have to take the square root. So you square root 100. Take the positive and negative. But because your PR is the side of a shape, only consider the positive square root. So we have PR will be square root of this gives you 10. So length PR is 10 units. This means that this whole length is given as 10 units. It means also that 3x over 4 plus x plus 4x over 3 is equal to 10. Let's quickly solve this. Let's use a common denominator for 4 and 3 is 12. So multiply this by 12, multiply by 12, then by 12, and then multiply this by 12. Let's quickly do that to have. So multiply this. 4 here is 1, 4 in 12 is 3. 3 times 3x gives us 9x plus x times 12 will give us 12x plus 3 here is 1, 3 here will give us 4. 4x times this gives us 16x. Multiply this, it gives us 120. Simplify, 9 plus this will give us 21, plus this will give us 37x is equal to 120. To get x, remove this, divide through by 37. And when you do that, this will cancel out. X will give us 120 divided by 37. Now that we have found the value of x, we can quickly get the area of the square. Let's do that together. So to find the area of the square, it is x squared. So we have 120 divided by 37 will be squared. And this is the same as 120 squared will give us 14,400. 37 squared gives us 1,369. So quickly divide this, it gives us, so let's conclude here. We are going to have area will give us, divide this, it gives us, area is approximately 10.52 squared units. And that is our answer. And I hope you really learned something. Don't forget to tell us how much, like, share. I'll also be curious to see your own method. Thank you for always choosing to learn through us. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Do have a lovely day. Bye.